We're just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he stopped immediately there. Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 47 yards. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led out by a guy who, of course, spent 5 seasons as the starter in the city of brotherly love. The second overall pick in 2016, Carson Wentz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He had the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Sanders toss left side. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught about back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Finding space at the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be...
Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz able to find Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins, 58 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now the Washington offense heading out. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Wentz to throw for it on fourth. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Wentz. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Wentz to throw again. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. To throw is Wentz. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Carson Wentz, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Sly on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. The bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They start on the ground here at Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, Parker, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to get this down near the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes, left side. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 11. A little under 30 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
It's a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the 2nd half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the 4th quarter, that ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.